Have you ever noticed something strange? Millions of people spend years studying English. They buy grammar books, memorize hundreds of rules, solve endless exercises, and still, when someone asks them a simple question in English, they freeze. Their mind goes blank. They know the rules, but they cannot use the language. If this sounds familiar, I want you to know that you are not alone. The problem is not that you are incapable of learning English. The problem is that you were taught to treat English like a school subject instead of a living language. Think about it for a moment. Did you learn your first language by studying grammar? Did your parents place a grammar book in front of you before you spoke your first word? Of course not. You listened. Every single day, you listened to voices, conversations, emotions, and simple sentences. Before you ever spoke, your brain had already heard thousands of words. Without realizing it, your mind was collecting patterns. One day, almost like magic, you started speaking. That wasn't magic at all. That was how the human brain is designed to learn a language. Somewhere along the way, when we started learning English, everything changed. Suddenly people told us, first learn grammar, then memorize vocabulary. After that, maybe you can start speaking. And because of this, many learners became afraid. They became afraid of making mistakes, afraid of choosing the wrong tense, afraid of being judged. Fear replaced curiosity, and learning became stressful instead of natural. Today, I want you to let go of that fear, just for the next 7 days. Stop worrying about being perfect. Stop asking yourself whether every sentence follows every grammar rule. Instead, give yourself permission to listen. Simply listen. Listen while you walk. Listen while you travel. Listen while you relax. Let English become a familiar sound instead of a difficult subject. You don't have to understand every word. In fact, you shouldn't expect to. When a baby hears language for the first time, they don't understand everything either. Yet, they keep listening. Day after day, their brain slowly connects sounds with meaning. Your brain still has that same incredible ability. It has never disappeared. It only needs the right kind of practice. Many people quit too early because they think, I don't understand enough. But understanding every word has never been the goal. The goal is to become comfortable with the language. Every sentence you hear is like planting a tiny seed in your mind. One seed may not seem important, neither will 10. But after hundreds of sentences, something remarkable begins to happen. Your brain starts predicting words before they are spoken. Familiar expressions begin to feel natural. English slowly stops feeling foreign. This journey is not about proving how smart you are. It is about trusting the process. You don't need extraordinary talent. You don't need expensive courses. You don't even need to spend hours studying grammar every day. What you need is consistency. A few minutes of focused listening every day can do more for your confidence than hours of worrying about rules you never use. So today, make one simple promise to yourself. For the next 7 days, stop trying to master English. Instead, allow English to become part of your daily life. Because the moment you stop fighting the language and start listening to it, your real journey toward fluency finally begins. Now that you have decided to stop treating English like a school subject, there is one truth that can completely change the way you learn. Speaking does not begin with your mouth. It begins with your mind. Before your lips can form a sentence, your brain must recognize it, understand it, and accept it as something familiar. This is why so many people struggle. They spend all their energy trying to force themselves to speak, while their brain is still searching for words, translating every sentence, and trying to remember grammar rules at the same time. That is like asking someone to run before they have learned how to walk. Imagine your brain as a beautiful garden. Every sentence you listen to is like planting a seed. The first day, nothing seems to happen. The second day, you still don't see much. Some people become impatient and think, this isn't working. They leave the garden before the flowers have a chance to bloom. But those who continue watering the seeds every single day eventually witness something extraordinary. One morning, they realize they understand a sentence without translating it. A few days later, another sentence feels familiar, then another. Slowly, their brain begins connecting ideas on its own. This is exactly how listening trains your brain. Every time you hear English, your mind is quietly building connections. It is learning pronunciation, rhythm, sentence patterns, and common expressions without asking for permission. You may not notice the change immediately, but your brain is working even when you think nothing is happening. Growth is often invisible before it becomes obvious. One of the biggest habits that holds learners back is translating every word into their native language. Someone says a simple sentence in English, and instead of understanding it naturally, the brain immediately starts a long journey. First English, then translation, then meaning, then another translation before speaking. By the time the process is complete, the conversation has already moved on. It feels exhausting because it is. Your brain was never meant to carry that extra burden forever. Instead of translating, start learning to connect English directly with ideas and images. When you hear the word rain, don't search for the word in another language. Picture rain falling from the sky. When you hear coffee, imagine the warm cup in your hands. When someone says, open the door, imagine the action itself. This simple change teaches your brain to think in English instead of borrowing another language every few seconds. At first, this may feel uncomfortable. Your mind will want to go back to old habits because familiar habits always feel safe. But remember, growth rarely begins inside your comfort zone. Every time you resist the urge to translate, you are teaching your brain a faster, more natural way to understand English. Trust your brain more than your fear. It has learned one language before, and it is fully capable of learning another. Give it clear, simple, and repeated English every day. Feed it with conversations, stories, and real sentences. Don't rush the process because the strongest foundations are built one brick at a time. The day your brain begins thinking in English, your mouth will simply follow. That is the moment speaking stops feeling like hard work and starts feeling natural. And that is exactly where true fluency begins. Now, I want to invite you to do something that sounds simple, but has the power to change your relationship with English forever. I call it the 7-day listening challenge. Not because 7 days will make you perfect, but because 7 days are enough to prove to yourself that progress is possible. Too many people wait for the perfect course, the perfect teacher, or the perfect time to begin. But confidence is never found in waiting. It is built by taking one small step every single day. On the first day, make only one commitment. Listen for 20 minutes without judging yourself. Don't stop the audio every few seconds. Don't count how many words you missed. Don't think about how much you don't know. Your only mission is to stay present until the end. Finishing the session is more important than understanding every sentence. When you complete those 20 minutes, tell yourself, I kept my promise. That small victory matters. On the second day, listen to the same audio again. Most learners are always searching for something new, but fluent speakers know that repetition is where real learning begins. This time, you'll notice words that escaped you yesterday. A sentence that sounded impossible will suddenly sound familiar. That's not luck. That's your brain recognizing patterns because you gave it another chance. On the third day, take a notebook and write down only 5 useful expressions you hear. Not 50, just 5. Maybe it's, how's your day going? Or, that sounds great. Choose expressions you can actually imagine using. Quality is always more valuable than quantity. One useful sentence remembered is worth more than 100 forgotten words. On the 4th day, play the audio once more and pause after each sentence. Repeat it aloud exactly as you hear it. Don't worry if your voice doesn't sound like a native speaker. Your goal isn't perfection. Your goal is to become comfortable speaking without hesitation. Every sentence you repeat is another layer of confidence being built. On the 5th day, begin noticing emotions instead of just words. Ask yourself, is the speaker excited? Calm? Curious? Happy? Language is more than vocabulary. Real communication comes from feeling. When you understand the emotion behind a sentence, you remember it much longer because your heart becomes part of the learning process. On the 6th day, challenge yourself to use at least 3 of the expressions you learned. Speak them while looking in the mirror. Say them while walking around your room. Use them when describing what you're doing. Don't wait for the perfect conversation partner. Become your own practice partner. Every time you speak, you are teaching your mind that English belongs in your everyday life, not only inside a lesson. Then comes the 7th day. Listen to the same audio one final time. This time, don't think about how much is left to learn. Think about how far you've already come. You'll recognize more words. You'll understand more ideas. You'll speak some sentences with less fear than before. The biggest change may not be your vocabulary, it may be your belief. For the first time, you'll realize that improvement doesn't come from doing something extraordinary. It comes from doing ordinary things consistently. When these 7 days are over, don't stop. Start another 7, then another, because fluency isn't created by challenge. It is created by the decision to keep showing up, even on the days when progress feels invisible. The person who refuses to give up will always travel farther than the person who keeps waiting for the perfect moment. Now that you have completed the challenge, there is one question that matters even more. How are you listening? Because simply playing English in the background is not enough. If English is just noise while your mind is somewhere else, your progress will always be slow. There is a difference between hearing a language and truly listening to it. The people who become fluent are not the ones who listen for the longest hours. They are the ones who listen with purpose. Think about the last time someone you truly admire spoke to you. You didn't just hear their words, you noticed their tone, their expressions, the way they paused before saying something important. Your attention was completely present. That is exactly how you should treat English. Don't listen as if you're completing homework. Listen as if someone is sharing a story that could change your life. The next time you play an English conversation, don't rush to catch every single word. Instead, ask yourself one simple question. What is the speaker trying to say? Focus on the message before the vocabulary. If two friends are talking about their weekend, picture the scene in your mind. Imagine where they are. Imagine what they are doing. Create a small movie inside your head. When your imagination becomes active, your memory becomes stronger. You stop collecting isolated words and start understanding complete ideas. Then, pay attention to the music of the language. Every language has its own rhythm. Native speakers don't sound natural because they know more grammar. They sound natural because they have listened to thousands of conversations. They know where the voice rises, where it becomes softer, where people pause and how words connect together. If you want to sound natural, don't only copy the words. Copy the rhythm, copy the feeling, copy the flow. Here's something that can completely change your pronunciation. After listening to one sentence, pause the audio and repeat it immediately. Don't wait 5 minutes. Don't repeat it after the lesson is over. Repeat it while the sound is still fresh in your mind. Try to match the speaker's speed, stress, and emotion. At first, it may feel uncomfortable. You may stumble over words or laugh at your own voice. That's perfectly fine. Every fluent speaker has gone through that stage. The only difference is they didn't stop. Another mistake many learners make is jumping from one video to another every day. They think more content means more progress. But your goal isn't to watch hundreds of videos. Your goal is to absorb what you watch. One 5-minute conversation listened to 5 times can teach you more than 50 different videos that you only hear once. Repetition is not boring. Repetition is where familiarity is born, and familiarity creates confidence. Also, don't ignore the small expressions native speakers use every day. Phrases like, I guess, sounds good, no worries, give me a second, or I'll figure it out appear again and again in real conversations. These are the building blocks of natural English. When you hear them repeatedly, don't memorize them like dictionary entries. Listen to when they are used, why they are used, and how they fit into the conversation. Soon, you'll find yourself using them without even thinking. Most importantly, stop judging yourself while you listen. If your mind keeps saying, I'm too slow, I can't do this, or my English isn't good enough, you won't hear the lesson because you'll be listening to your own doubts instead. Replace those thoughts with a better question. What can I learn from this sentence today? That single shift changes everything. Learning becomes exciting instead of stressful. Remember, every minute of focused listening is shaping the English you will speak tomorrow. The conversations you hear today will become the conversations you confidently have in the future. Listen with purpose today, and tomorrow your voice will carry the confidence you've been searching for. There is something beautiful that happens when you stop chasing every grammar rule and start surrounding yourself with real English every single day. At first, you don't notice it. Nothing feels dramatic. You still pause before speaking. You still search for words. You still think, maybe I'm not improving. But deep inside your mind, a quiet transformation has already begun. Your brain is collecting patterns, not rules. It is remembering complete sentences, not isolated vocabulary. And one day, without planning it, those sentences begin to come out naturally. Have you ever heard someone finish a famous quote before the speaker even completed it? Or sing along to a song without reading the lyrics? You didn't memorize every word by sitting at a desk with a notebook. You heard those words so many times that they became part of you. English works the same way. The more often your ears hear natural expressions, the more naturally your mouth begins to repeat them. This is why fluent speakers don't stop in the middle of every sentence to remember grammar. They don't build every sentence like solving a mathematics problem. They have heard useful patterns thousands of times. When someone asks, "How was your day?" the answer doesn't come from a grammar book. It comes from familiarity. When someone says, "What do you think?" the response appears almost automatically because the brain recognizes the situation. That is exactly what repeated listening gives you. Every conversation you hear leaves a small footprint in your memory. At first, those footprints are light, almost invisible. But with every repetition, they become deeper and clearer. Eventually, your brain doesn't need to search anymore because it already knows the path. This is also the reason you should stop trying to memorize endless lists of words. A single word by itself is often forgotten, but a word inside a real sentence has meaning, emotion, and purpose. Instead of learning the word beautiful, hear someone say, "What a beautiful morning." Instead of memorizing the word excited, listen to someone say, "I'm really excited to meet you." Your brain remembers experiences far better than isolated information. Many learners believe they must wait until their grammar is perfect before they begin speaking. But confidence doesn't arrive after perfection. Confidence grows through use. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. You don't become confident first and then start riding. You ride, you lose balance, you try again, and slowly confidence follows. Speaking English is no different. Every conversation, every repeated sentence, every small success tells your mind, "I can do this." There will be moments when you make mistakes. You may pronounce a word incorrectly. You may choose the wrong expression. Someone may even correct you. Don't see that as failure. See it as proof that you are finally using the language. The person who never speaks never makes mistakes, but they also never improve. Every mistake is simply another lesson that moves you forward. As you continue listening every day, something wonderful begins to happen. You stop translating. You stop overthinking. Instead of asking yourself, "Which grammar rule should I use?" your mind quietly offers a sentence you have heard many times before. You answer naturally. You respond with confidence. You smile because, for the first time, English feels less like a subject and more like your own voice. Never underestimate the power of small daily exposure. A few meaningful conversations heard again and again can shape your speaking far more than hours spent worrying about getting everything perfect. Fluency is not built in one giant leap. It is built through thousands of small moments that seem ordinary until one day they become extraordinary. Trust the process. Keep listening, and one day you'll realize you are speaking English without searching for permission from grammar first. As we come to the end of this journey, I want you to pause for just a moment and think about the person you were before you started listening to this message. Maybe you believed English was only for people who were naturally talented. Maybe you thought you were too old to learn. Maybe you convinced yourself that your pronunciation would never improve, that your grammar was too weak, or that you had already failed too many times to begin again. But look at yourself now. You are still here. You stayed until the end because somewhere inside you, there is a voice that refuses to give up, and that voice is far more powerful than any fear you have ever carried. Remember, this was never just about learning English. This was about changing the way you see yourself. The moment you stop saying, "I can speak English," and start saying, "I am learning English every day," your future begins to change. Words are powerful. The conversations you have with yourself shape the actions you take every single day. If you keep telling yourself that you are not good enough, your mind will believe it. But if you remind yourself that every day is another opportunity to grow, your mind will begin looking for progress instead of excuses. Don't expect miracles after 7 days. Expect momentum. There is a big difference. Miracles make us believe success happens overnight. Momentum reminds us that every small action pushes us a little farther than yesterday. If today you understand 5 more sentences than last week, that is progress. If today you speak with a little less hesitation, that is progress. If today you are no longer afraid to press play on an English video, that is progress. Never insult your own journey by comparing it to someone else's destination. There will be days when you feel motivated, and there will be days when you don't. On those difficult days, don't depend on motivation. Depend on your habit. Sit down, put on your headphones, and listen for 20 minutes. Even if your mind feels tired, keep the promise you made to yourself. Success does not belong to the person who feels inspired every day. It belongs to the person who continues even when inspiration is nowhere to be found. As you move forward, don't search for shortcuts. There is no secret audio that makes you fluent overnight. There is no magic trick that replaces consistent practice. But there is something much more powerful than magic. It is the decision to return every single day, even when the results are invisible. Every sentence you hear is another brick. Every expression you repeat is another step. Every conversation you finish is another victory. One day, you will look back and realize that the English you once believed was impossible has quietly become part of your everyday life. And when that day comes, don't keep your confidence to yourself. Speak, ask questions, share your ideas, help someone else who is standing exactly where you once stood. The greatest proof that you have learned something is your willingness to encourage another person to begin. Your journey may become the reason someone else refuses to quit. So when this video ends, don't close it and say, "That was inspiring." Close it and take action. Start your first listening session today. Continue tomorrow. Protect your routine the day after that. Keep building, keep listening, keep believing, because fluency is not waiting for a lucky few. It is waiting for the people who refuse to stop. Your English will not change your life in a single day. But the decision you make today can change the direction of your life forever.